able to get the Tempest of Blades out and buffer it just before the kick actually connects. Really good stuff here because it comes in two parts with that kick. So if you want to drag it out and max it out, you absolutely can. But if you've got the right boots, you can get out of it no problem as soon as you have your abilities available. This could be Flicker, this could be Bladed Tempest. Either or works the exact same way. In this particular case here, I'm noticing that SRG, unfortunately, don't have the same benefits. Pro can walk into you like a bulldozer, overwhelming force. SRG actually have to play the consistent push and pull. They can't all go in at the same time. If not, Bellerin gets value, but Cram can't go in by himself.
Both teams dead even on towers on the off lane. No big macro advantage, but a lot of damage on Eumes. Feather Airstrike comes down, but the damage isn't enough to keep Pro Esports off of his teammate. Pro Esports now with a man up, aren't gonna rush this Lord, but Sakai's with a cheeky positioning into this tri-bush, looking for someone to fall into the trap.
Actually, that was pretty huge. The fact that Pepe lost not only his Flicker, but his Wrath of the Dryads, he can't force a play upon his opponent. He pressed the buttons in the wrong order, and now this contention might be a little bit harder than it seems.
I mean, with a man up, he still feels comfortable. Sakai's gonna try to make his way in. Coily's still able to get the Lord. Sakai's able to get away with his life. Trying to take it. He's going to move on to the target, though. Pepe taking a lot of damage. Valkyrie sent into the backside. Sakai, Kuza responds force. And now Pepe may be able to get away here as Cram is unable to secure a kill. It's 2 down on the side of SRG and a Lord into the hands of Pro Esports.
And this is what I was talking about. It's so difficult for SRG to throw everything at the wall. Somebody might be out of position. Somebody is a little too far, and they need to be in literally the perfect triangulated area to catch everybody. Because look at the tri-brush here. Instantly when you see that Cram decides, I'm going to change my targets over to Saw's side, the rest of Pro immediately collapse around him. And most importantly, Sariam Felix is buying the perfect amount of time for everybody to either battle spell out of there or create some distance.
Feather Airstrike does come down in defense, but a lot of damage on Eumes. Eumes just hasn't been able to hang out long in these fights. The damage just a little too much from Pro Esports. Are they going to move for this?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Sariam Felix comes in. Purple buff is secured by Sakai still, but a close call on the side of SRG.
If they potentially dive this, and Sariam Felix, he might just initiate. He's looking for these T2, but he's definitely not going to get that tower.
Damage, Feather Airstrike comes down, Sariam Felix forces it back off. Tower does not go down like you said, but Pro Esports are relentless. They're gonna wait for the next wave and take it down.
Yeah, this Ruby pick, especially with the wave, ridiculous side.
A little bit of a 1v1 here. Innocent, not on the Moskov this time, won't be safe. Coily though, able to pinch pose and escape.
No.
A beautiful steal for Pro Esports.
Really good stuff there. Innocent, unfortunately, just needed to kite backwards towards where Sakai's was going to be. He was really trying to sell that he was by himself, and unfortunately that costed him his life. And again, this is a much better position from Pro. Game number 1, they had the early game. Game number 2, now they have the mid to late down on lock.
Coily's starting to feel himself a little bit. Oh, I'm offended from Sariam Felix, and Sakai's is taken out. Pro Esports back off immediately. They're playing it cleanly too. They don't overextend. We got our target and we leave.
He pulled off the Michael Jai White. He was like, he's not given the signal that he's going to engage. It just looks like his hand is floating there, and the next thing you know, he's caught 2.
Uh-oh, Feather Airstrike comes down. Just trying to defend at this point, but every time the Feather Airstrike comes out, Coily's there. He really wants him to use it.
He wants it bad, and right now, I think that SRG, they have to recognize that they can't fight traditionally against Pro. It really comes down to the forced mistakes, but now that they're taking too much structural, they don't know how much control they can actually have. Looking at the items, finally 3 down for Stormy. He's a real threat in the damage department, but he can never use his Feathered Airstrike first, because as soon as he does, Coily's right on top of him.
Oh, what a beautiful I'm offended there.
Right?
And Kuzin was so ready for it. The comms right now are on point.
It's so good, but the worst part is that it's unpredictable. You don't know when he's going to flicker I'm offended at this point. He's not giving the traditional signals most EXP laners usually give.
Okay. Nice kick. On to Pepe, but Coily in the backside once again forces Stormy away. Pepe's unfazed. Coily just one by one. Anyone can come catch these hands at this point.
Yeah, they're throwing it up. They have to play the D. And so far, it's a lot more difficult to play the cross map without the Moskov. Seal out, and yeah, Cram, they have to contest this.
Gonna look for it in. Kuzin gets the Lord. Blazing duet to the backside by Felix looking for a target. Tempest Blades lands to the backside. The dash through. Cram falls. And now Coily gets kicked, but it's still not enough to stop him. Stormy drops. Yooms might just be the next on the chopping block, but Pro doesn't care. They're coming down the mid lane.
And if there's one thing that I've learned about the Cambodians, don't mess with their assassin plays, especially when it comes down to Ling, because they are nasty with it as they're looking to open up the inhibitor with a Lord empowered wave just after.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be it. Ladies and gentlemen,